traders, hello, how are you doing? I hope everyone is fine. I'm back from my very short time off. I was off between Thursday and Monday, inclusive, but I'm back today. And what can we do? What can we do together? We will have a look at the odds as we usually do every week. We have a lot of games to look at, really. Premier League starts today in the middle of the week and will continue on the weekend. And the other leagues are playing as well. So I will make another video to go through the Premier League games for the weekend, as the games that will be played today and tomorrow will affect the odds. So there's no point of looking at them now. So during my very short time off, I had a couple of selections on my list. Mallorca Betis would have been a winner. In the end, I have not traded it. I have explained why on Twitter. It was mostly because Mallorca's home record and Betis 2 lost games away. Celta Vigo against Girona. This one was the craziest one, I think. Girona was at 2.6, so I just had to take it. They won 1-0. Then Clermont against Strasbourg. I backed Strasbourg. They went 1-0 up. I've closed the trade in the end. In the end, the game ended 1-1. So no profit there, or a very minimal one. And Sevilla Osasuna, very nice one. Late Sevilla. In the end, it was 1-1. Should have laid them again when they were 1-0 up, but didn't do it. Still nice profit. And Paris Saint-Germain Brest, wasn't trading that. I was spending my last evening with my family, the last vacation evening. PSG then decided to go from 2-0 up to 2-2. So that was a crazy trading opportunity. If someone laid Paris Saint-Germain at halftime, it was a very cheap lay. Yeah. Right, but without further ado, let's have a look at what's in front of us. And we'll start with the Premier League. I'm hoping I'm having that right here in the spreadsheet, and also the odds, which I will just refresh. Okay, Nottingham against Arsenal is my first one, and this is 8.15. 8.15 and 1.39. Then we have Fulham against Everton, 244, 308. Then Luton against Brighton, 429, 179. Crystal Palace against Sheffield United, 163 and 581. And then Aston Villa against Newcastle. It's this one, 188 and 384. Moving on, Manchester City against Burnley. We have 109, 26.18. 167 for Tottenham to beat Brentford, 473. And Liverpool-Chelsea, the big one, 156 and 530. West Ham against Bournemouth is 242 and 275. And then Wolves against Manchester United, 2.68 and 2.53. So let's have a look together. Aston Villa against Newcastle. Okay, so the market is basically telling us that the Aston Villa is twice as good as Newcastle, which I have them as a better team, especially at the moment. I have Aston Villa category 3, Newcastle category 4, and it's for a couple of obvious reasons. Newcastle on a terrible form. at the moment, especially if you look at their away games. If you want to do that, I mean, Newcastle, if you take the away games table only, guess what's Newcastle's position? They are 19th out of 20 teams. Terrible. 1 away win in 10 games. Terrible. And Aston Villa is the best team at home. 9 wins and 1 draw in 10 games. So I do agree with that. I would expect normally Aston Villa odds to be higher. But in those circumstances where there is a huge difference between team's performance at home and away, I just have to agree with it. Okay. I think that one was a yes. West Ham, Sheffield United from 10 days ago, by the way. Anyway, Fulham against Everton, 2 evenly matched teams. Fulham playing at home, market is favoring Fulham, which, I'm not going to argue with. That makes perfect sense. Brighton against Luton, number 4 against number 7, and 1.79 is pretty promising. 55% probability of Brighton defeating Luton. I don't know about that. I think they have the higher probability. Luton at home, 2 wins in 10 games. They defeated Newcastle, by the way, but yeah, we talked about Newcastle. And they defeated Crystal Palace 2-1. At the same time, they lost with Arsenal 4-3, that crazy game. With Manchester City 2-1 and Chelsea 2-3, which tells me that they can resist, really, at home. They can resist. And Brighton away without a win in 4 games. So again, okay, I can accept those odds for Brighton. Nottingham Forest Arsenal is pretty clear, 139, very strong favorite. Tottenham Brentford 167 at home. Yeah. So Tottenham is 5th, Brentford away is 17th, terrible form, and Tottenham at home, 7 wins in 10 games, 167. It's not a bad price, it's not, it's really not. I mean, if you take that Arsenal is 139 against Nottingham, and then I have Nottingham in the same category as Brentford, because Nottingham 20 points, Brentford 22 points at the moment, and Arsenal 43, Tottenham 40, that they are more or less the same. 167 for Tottenham at home seems to be a good price. I will add it to the watch list. West Ham against Bournemouth. Now, Bournemouth 12th, West Ham 6th. Bournemouth, they are okay. They lost away to Tottenham 3-1, but beforehand they won 4 games away, okay. West Ham is also not losing at home, but laying Bournemouth at 2.75. No, it's maybe there is a value, but if there is, it's minimal. West Ham 2.42. I think it should probably be 2.20. Okay, but I'm not gonna be involved in this one. Wolves against Manchester United. So this is interesting, yeah. And again, I'm thinking loud as I go through those games. I am doing it for the first time, really. Those odds. I haven't prepared anything before recording this video. So Manchester United, Wolves, Manchester 8th at the very moment, and Wolves 11th. I believe these are two games where really anything can happen. You can see that the market favors West Ham slightly, and here they do favor Manchester United minimally. Manchester United playing away, it's a no. It's a no. In these two games, I think just there is no clear favorite really, and in those pairs. So I'm not gonna be involved. Crystal Palace, Sheffield United. Okay, the market is favoring Crystal Palace very significantly, to say the least, but again, poorly performing teams, I don't want to get involved. Liverpool against Chelsea, number 2 against number 4, 156 makes perfect sense. Liverpool, they are undefeated at home, conceded only 8 goals, and Chelsea 4 losses in 5 if you take into account away games. So 156 is okay. And then Manchester City against Burnley is also okay. I mean, I'm not going to go against Manchester City with Burnley at 109. So very quickly, not a lot to cover. I mean, not a lot added to my watch list. Just Tottenham against Brentford seems like a good investment. West Ham, Bournemouth, Wolves, Manchester United, I wouldn't touch. It's not that the market, in my opinion, is clearly wrong in those odds. Yeah. But again, I'm more than happy to see and read what you guys think about those games. So hit me up on X. And let me know what you think and what games you are adding to your watch list. Now, very quickly, I don't want this video to be very long. Very quickly, we are moving to Spain and we'll see what we have in La Liga. A lot of red in La Liga, but it's only because we have a lot of Category 6 teams, and I'm hoping we won't have a lot of red after our trading. Okay, so again, there will be, I think, 2 rounds played in La Liga, one after the other, but let's concentrate only on the first one, and we'll look at the second one after we have the results from this one. Yeah, it may help us to make some good or better judgments. So, starting with Barcelona. And this is the game that was postponed. Barcelona against Osasuna. Okay, 1.34 and 8.84. I'm okay with that. Barcelona at home. And Atletico Madrid against Rayo Vallecano, 1.5, 6.6, 5.6. Yeah, you can see the odds should be similar. Okay, maybe the market favors Barcelona a little bit more, but I'm not going against this in those circumstances. Then we have, of course, Getafe against Real Madrid. Very similar stuff here, 6.25, and for Real Madrid we have 1.54. Which makes sense. And Athletic Bilbao against Mallorca, which is this one. And this is 1.52 and 6.84. You can see again, Category 3, Category 6, 152 as Atletico Madrid, 1.5. Okay, maybe Barcelona 1.34 is then a little bit short, yeah, but the thing is that Osasuna, they are 12th and Barcelona is 4th. Osasuna didn't win any games if you look at their away. So I don't think they stand a chance. 134, I'm not going to lay Barcelona at those odds. So moving on, now the weekend games. So Valencia against Almeria. And again, 167 and 521. Now, bear with me for a second. Okay, no, that's fine. Granada against Las Palmas. Las Palmas have to be favorites here, and they are not. 2.27, 3.29. I will go ahead and add. Yeah. So Las Palmas is not that poorly performing in this season. They are 9th in the league table. Okay, so come on, Granada is 19th. They can't be a better team, Granada, even though they play at home. For me, those odds cannot be justified. Then we have Alaves against Barcelona. Okay, we can say that 166 Barcelona playing again with category 6 team, but they are playing away. It's okay. And Girona Real Sociedad. Girona are the favorites. Number 2 against number 4. This is fine. 2.13, 3.42. This is okay. Now this is a no, and this is a no, and these two are no as well. That's no and that's no. Okay. Now Villarreal against Cadiz. Number 6 against number 7. And yeah, Villarreal 166, 511 for Cadiz. Osasuna against Celta Vigo. 2.33 and 3.28. That's interesting. Both teams the same in my world. Osasuna 12th in the league table. Celta Vigo 17th. And Osasuna playing very nicely at home. So I think these odds are justified. Celta cannot win, at least in last 5 games. Betis and Getafe. Okay, we have Betis being favorites, which doesn't happen that often for many different and strange reasons. 193 and 423, which is fine. Then we have Rayo Vallecano against Sevilla, and we have 2.20 and 3.37 because Rayo Vallecano is playing at home. That we can understand. And then we have... That's, I think, it. Yeah, this is it. Here I have Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid. But I think this game was either postponed or played already. I can't remember. But it will definitely be... No, sorry. It will be played. What am I talking about? 4th of February. Yes, of course. Madrid derby. 171 and 445. This, I think, is an exaggeration. Real Madrid faced Atletico Madrid 2 times recently. And in both of these games, they were more than 220, 230, I think. 1.7 is, I believe, an exaggeration. So adding to the watch list, checking the lineups, and see how that one will go. So we have Las Palmas against Granada and Real Madrid against Atletico Madrid added to the watch list. Yes. So 2 games. So not a lot, really. 2 games from La Liga, 1 game from Premier League. Let's quickly move on to Italy and see whether there is something that we can add to our list. Okay, so very quickly, Italy, Serie A, and here we go. Lecce against Fiorentina, 3.74 and 209, which I think is fair, or is it not? Fiorentina number 3, Lecce number 6. maybe it's not that fair. Okay, Fiorentina number 6 in the table, Lecce 14th, and really without the win. But Fiorentina also struggling. They lost with Sassuolo, only drew with Udinese, and lost to Inter. I will leave it this game as it is. Empoli against Genoa, we have 2.96 and 2.6. Number 5 against number 6, number 7. Genoa playing away. I think it's quite okay. Udinese against Monza, and I don't know about this one. 2.33 for Udinese and Monza 3.08. So, okay, Udinese playing at home, but they are 17th in the league table at the moment. Monza 12th, so definitely better. Udinese at home, not that big of a team, really. 18th out of 20 teams. Only one win in 11 games. And guess who they defeated? Bologna, 3-0 in that crazy game. Monza away, 8th in the table. Also struggling a bit. Lost with Empoli. And you remember, I had it on my watch list again. So I went against Empoli and was punished, really. Do I go against Udinese? Probably not. I will see how Monza will react to this game. I just need that one result to see whether they are a reliable team playing away, or more reliable or not. So leaving that one aside, and then moving on, we have Frosinone against AC Milan. Clear situation here. Milan number 2, Frosinone number 6. Of course, it's 4.29 and 1.69. Really, 1.61 for AC Milan. Frosinone 9th when you look at their home games. 13 in the league table. Milan 3rd. 169. So Milan drew that last game with Bologna, but Frosinone is not Bologna. 169. This one is similar to this Tottenham against Brentford, really. Here we had 3 third category and 6th category. Here we have the 2nd against 6th. So that's a yes. Yeah, I will definitely have a closer look at this one. Bologna against Sassuolo, no surprises here. 176 and 466. Yeah. Okay, moving on. Torino, Salernitana. Again, a clear situation. 149, 718. So that's a no. And that's a no. Napoli against Verona. 143, 752. Yeah, and I know that Napoli 143, Bologna 176, Sassuolo and Verona in the same category, but yeah, I think I'm not gonna argue with those odds. Yeah, there is a minimal difference, and yeah, Bologna 8th in the table, Napoli 9th, so very closely. Sassuolo 15th, Verona 16th. Yeah, they probably should be more even, but which one is incorrect in my opinion? I think Napoli at home. No, actually, Napoli at home 15th. Jesus, I don't know. Bologna 6th at home. Sassuolo away. 15th. Okay, this one is a yes. I think. 176. Looks nice. Okay. I mean, will I lay Napoli against Verona? Probably not, no. Atalanta against Lazio. So I have, 206, 3.7. Yeah, similar teams. Atalanta playing at home. I think it should be around 220, 225, but 206. Not gonna lay Atalanta at home against Lazio. Lazio 6th in the table if you look at away games. Atalanta 3rd. They are a machine at home, so no, it's okay. And Inter against Juventus. Now this is not something that I think I will agree with because I mean Inter is not 2 times 0.39 better than Juventus. Juventus, it will be an important game, definitely. Inter 54 points, Juventus 53. They are both performing very well, and it's not true that Inter is 2 times a better team. So adding this to the watch list, will be checking the lineups by the way, if you look at their last league game, just for the record, Inter against Juventus, Inter at home, not the Coppa Italia game, but the league game, Juventus won 1-0. So yeah, that's a yes. Okay, what else do we have? AS Roma against Cagliari. Will it be similar than 160? It's 148. Yeah, 148, 676, which tells me again that this 176 for Bologna is nice. It's nice. Verona, Napoli, I'm leaving as it is. Leaving it as it is. And Salernitana, Empoli is the next one, but that is another round. So now moving on to Germany. A lot of colors. Germany, Bundesliga. Let's go very quickly. Heidenheim against Dortmund. 408, 174. Dortmund number 2, Heidenheim number 4. It's fine. Bayern Mönchengladbach. It's okay. 114 and 1602. Not touching that one. Bochum against Augsburg. We are expecting which team? Augsburg is a better team in terms of the categories, but they are playing away. So what would we expect? Kind of similar odds. The market is telling us 2.16 and 3.25. Now, the question is, do I want to go against the market? Okay, Augsburg 13th, Bochum 14th. Very similar teams. So even though I have them in different categories, Bochum at home 10th and undefeated in last 5. Augsburg only 1 win in 5 games. Okay, it's okay. I can accept that. Darmstadt against Bayer Leverkusen, not much to talk about here. 8.94 and 1.3 for the Leverkusen machine. Freiburg against Stuttgart. So here we are expecting Stuttgart to be some favorites. And the market agrees perfectly. 303, 224 ideally really. Mainz against Werder Bremen, which is a no, right? Mainz very strongly underperforming. They are 207. I can't accept that. And Werder Bremen 3.51. So again, if you look at the table, Mainz, they are in the relegation zone, 17th in the table. And I know then they can mobilize at any moment and start winning. But Bremen, they are 9th, undefeated in 5. It is a no. It is a yes, actually. Sorry. FC Köln and Eintracht Frankfurt the same. Frankfurt even a better team than Bremen, and okay, they are favorites, but very small favorites. 2.13. No, I disagree. Wolfsburg against Hoffenheim, 2.11 and 3.12. Again, these odds are mixed, aren't they? Wolfsburg 11th, Hoffenheim 8th. Two very similar teams. Wolfsburg, okay, playing at home. If they are not machines at home, and they are not, won only one at home in last 5. Hoffenheim away. Okay. Hoffenheim away. They are not able to win for some reason recently. Okay. So that's a no. We need to be careful here because there are those details, right? And you can have two cars. Again, I'm coming back to my car racing analogy, and you can have a team that is very poorly performing in playing in away games. Like you can have a car and you can have a race in a city or on a certain track that this car is just not good at, and its driver basically. So I don't know if that makes sense. Probably not a lot, but some of you will know what I mean. Moving on, we have Leipzig against Union Berlin, and this is correct. 1.39 for Leipzig and 7.59 for Union. It's fine. So 2 games here. And now, last but not least, or maybe last and the most difficult, Liga. Liga in France. Let's see whether there is something really obvious here. Strasbourg against Paris Saint-Germain is the first one. 5.84 and 1.52. Okay. It's okay. Rennes against Montpellier. This one, number 4, number 5, 164, 5.12. Excuse me. We can accept that. It's not that those odds are crazy or anything. And this league is really unpredictable. But Rennes 9th in the league table, Montpellier 12th. Yeah, okay, it's fine. Here we have Reims, which is number 3, and Toulouse number 5. And so how is this possible? Jesus, 175 and 4.58. So the market is telling me that Rennes is better than Stade Reims if Montpellier and Toulouse are the same. And Montpellier and Toulouse are pretty much the same. 19th points one team, 17 points the other team. But Reims is 6th, 30 points, and Rennes 25 points. 164, 175. How Montpellier? Okay. Maybe. I don't know. I don't have maybe on my drop down, but maybe. This is a maybe. I will get back to it. Montpellier, Le Havre, because maybe we'll have some more to compare with, Monaco is 151, and Le Havre 6.14. Okay. Lille against Clermont, even better, 137 and 8.29. Metz against Lorient, 2.28 and 3.38, which is again correct. And this is correct. And then we have Reims against Toulouse, 175. Okay, this one we had. And Brest against Nice. 2 equal teams. Brest playing at home, just slight favorites because of that. 251, 292. It's a good price. And Lyon against Marseille. This we don't agree with, do we? Okay, Lyon, 263 and 263. Okay, are they equal teams? They would have been if not for this season, right? Marseille, 7th in the league table. 29 points, undefeated in 5. Lyon, 16th in the table. In the relegation zone, really. Or in the playoffs for the relegation, really. Or for, 16 points, Marseille 29. They're not equal. I know, Lyon playing at home, but no. So that I will... Yeah, there was a problem, yeah. Moving on, I think that's it. I have here Nantes against Lens. Oh yeah, okay, 3.39, number 5, and Lens 2.15, which is correct. So what do we do with this maybe? 175. We have Lens against Nantes. Lens playing away, 215. 175. It's okay. I'll go with a no. Okay. All right, guys. So one game to add to the watch list from Liga. So we have 1 here, 2 in Bundesliga, 3 in Serie A, 2 in La Liga, and 1 in Premier League. With that, thank you very much for taking your time and being with me. I'll be trading those games when I see the starting lineups, right? That may also change, and whether the odds change or not. Good luck, guys, for this weekend and for this middle of the week. I hope you all stay green, and let's be in touch on Twitter. Really, let me know how your trades are going, and I will definitely let you know how my trades are. Okay. So, Footy Trader from myfootballtrading.com. Bye bye.